Yeah. You had a series of matches with Scott Steiner, who had changed a lot since the first time you were around the territory. What do you remember about those matches?
Chaos.
Yeah.
He was so, man, I don't know what his problem was. He was just so, I don't know. He just couldn't calm down. He was just, cussing everybody, screaming at everybody, the referees, the people in the back. Just, I don't know. I don't know if it was, his first really solo stardom deal. Like, I don't know if you know this or not. He would, like, they'd say go out and do an interview about Sting, and then halfway through it, he's cussing Hogan. It's like, what's going on here? Everybody look at each other and go. And I don't know what was his problem in the WWE, why he didn't last there, but I knew he wasn't going to last there either, because you're not going to talk to people like that there for very long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he, when you actually got in the ring with him, did he calm down, or was he still,
He was so just erratic, man. Just nervous as I don't know what. I think the pressure was too much for him.
Wow.
Of course, I don't know if I'm not saying anything anyone doesn't know. I remember in Gainesville, I think it was Gainesville, when they first gave him his first singles match against Ric Flair, he bombed terribly.
Oh, back in the day.
Yeah,
okay.
Remember about that?
Absolutely.
Okay, he never shook that. Never shook that. And that's why I still say that Ric was the better of the two. Ric had all the tools, in my opinion, to have been anything he could have wanted to be. He could have been the next Steve Austin, because he had credibility, he had physical gifts. He could do those awkward things like the thing off the top. All those things that a lot of people couldn't do, and he had that word credibility. I think he was the better of the two.
Well, let me ask you thoughts on this, because you've talked about Ric and Scott and everything. And I don't know if you know this, you might, but it's been documented by everybody involved that Rick Steiner was actually supposed to go over on Ric Flair at Starrcade '88 in under 5 minutes for the world title in somewhat of a squash. It was Dusty booking at the time, and Flair went above Dusty to Turner or Crockett and got it changed.
Well, he did that to me too.
Really?
I was supposed to have won the belt that night in Chicago at Halloween Havoc against Sting.
Right.
And that was probably my greatest night of wrestling, and I didn't even know the finish. What we were told is I was going to win, and how it was going to happen was we're going to do our match, go into the finish, throw him outside the ring, throw him through the back door, and as he's come back through, he's going to work his deal that someone hit him in the head, walk into the ring, roll him up, 1, 2, 3, I'm the champ, okay? I've been told this now for 3 months. I did interviews for 3 months. I was going to be the next champ. Ric Flair would come to me and say, he said, you shouldn't be saying that. That's what Ole says I'm going to be. So I'm going to say what Ole tells me to say. And so I know that he was the one that went to the upper people and said, Sid's not ready for this. So what they did was they had Barry Wendell come in, rolled him up, 1, 2, 3. I got the belt. Never was told anything different. I think, okay, I'm the champ. Have my back turned. This huge eruption comes. Turn around, Sting's in the ring. Ref's grabbing the belt out of my hand, going, "Take the Stinger Splash, 1, 2, 3." I didn't even know that was part of the thing.
Wow.
But to me, I got chill bumps talking about that. That to me is more fun than have everything laid out. And we fooled everybody. We fooled the boys. And when you fool the boys, and that's what I learned that night. And I do it in some of my matches sometimes. I try to be really physical and really make everybody think I really hate that person while I'm out there, because I know if you fool the boys, you fool the people.